buildings will be floating on water. Yes? The pink house is where our government works. Supposedly. Yeah. The only joke I've been telling since my first tour like 15 years ago, and sadly always applicable. The reason it is pink, discussions about this in our country. Yes, the theory I trust the most says is because of well tradition. During the colonial period, everything in Buenos Aires was built in adobe, which is a mixture of mud, straw, and cow manure. In a humid weather like this, everything eventually dissolved. So by that time, they found they can make a paint out of cow blood, fat, and lime. Cooking it together, smell terrible, but with that you will paint the walls and they will resist the rain. Yes? So by the time they make the pink house, they have pink paint available, it's not blood. That white colonial building over there is our Cabildo. That is the building that held the government throughout the whole colonial period, and also where our independence revolution started, 25th of May of 1810. Every major political event in Argentina either started or has some repercussion in Plaza de Mayo. This afternoon, what I would like to discuss with you is about these symbols on the floor. Can I ask you to do one step back, guys? Have you seen this white headscarf? Do you know what this represents?
Mothers. I'm assuming.
No, this is the symbol of the mothers of Plaza de Mayo. Have you heard about these women? They were the ones fighting against a last dictatorship. I will try to explain. From 1976 to 1983, Argentina was ruled by a military dictatorship. As in many times in our country's history, a new government comes into power and says, everything that was done before is no good. We are going to start from scratch, like refounding the country. Unfortunately, this time this was made by a military dictatorship. They wanted to transform our country and our society to comply with their own views, which were extremely socially and politically conservative, extremely neoliberal in their economic views. So what they wanted to do was to erase any trace of Marxism from our society. By that time, Peronism was already divided into a right wing and a left wing, with armed clandestine terrorist organizations among them both. So the dictatorship wanted to use the right to get rid of the left, and also to get rid of some smaller Marxist organizations that by that time had picked up weapons and some of them did damage. I don't want to treat the people that was killed or imprisoned by the dictatorship as just angelical victims. This will be, in my opinion, to take agency from them. These were, right or wrong, young people that felt strongly about their ideology. Some of them picked up weapons, and some of them did damage. What should have happened, which could never happen in the context of a dictatorship, is those people should have been caught, put in front of a judge, and tried within the frame of law, and found guilty or not. Yes? This could never happen in a dictatorship. They were just massacred. And you also know that in a genocide, the perpetrator makes the definition of who is acceptable or not. Yes?